What's up, members of the Barrio? It's John, back in New York City, where it just so happens I filmed a video back in October of 2016 that really went viral. 2,198,751 views, to be exact. Living cheap in New York City, $10 for a day. Who would have thought a video about me surviving on $10 would have the impact that it did? And with that impact came comments. Lots of comments. 2,655 of them. So today, we're gonna read some of those comments together. I promise you, this is going to be very entertaining. One thing I've learned when a video takes off on YouTube is you are going to see the same comments over and over and over again, to the point where I just stopped reading most of them. And one of the themes that came up more than anything else was that my diet was unhealthy. I would die on the $10 a day budget that I had. You look unhealthy. Get some sun and some Mediterranean diet for a month, bro. That bagel with cheese is pure poison. First of all, there was nothing unhealthy about my diet. Seriously, I don't understand why so many people assume that I have an unhealthy lifestyle because of one video I made a year and a half ago eating pizza, Chinese food, and a bagel on YouTube. To be honest, yes, in many of my vlogs I am eating out, trying exotic stuff, which may or may not be that healthy, but in truth, I actually eat very healthy at home. In fact, I'm kind of working on a paleo diet right now, so you can take your Mediterranean diet and shove it up your... Another comment that I received quite a bit was my uncanny resemblance to Tobey Maguire, aka Peter Parker, from the SpiderMan movies, and I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. You look like a nerdier Peter Parker. I'll take that as a compliment, I think. Yo, that dude looks like Tobey Maguire if he never made it and lived a stressful life as a struggling actor. That's actually pretty good. That might be my favorite YouTube comment of all time. The truth is, if I knew that 2 million people were gonna watch that video, I probably would have shaved that morning. An interesting debate that I saw posed in the comments frequently, and maybe one of the main reasons that this video took off, was a debate about the cost of living in the viewer's home country versus New York City. There were people that said they could live far cheaper than I ever did in wherever they were from for $2 or $3 a day, and then there were others that were actually impressed by the feat that I pulled off. WTF? $2.50 for that? Cheap AF. In Norway, you would have probably been paying 120 NOK, $14.50 US dollars, $2.50 is like 20 NOK, and that is cheap. You know, he's right. I actually went to Norway once, and the cheapest meal we had in the entire 1-week stay was at Burger King. I think we spent something like $20 on a meal. Yeah, Norway is one expensive country. One thing you may not actually realize as a viewer of this YouTube channel or any channel is that if you have a video take off, you are going to reach an audience that you really didn't anticipate reaching, and you're gonna get your fair share of trolls, hate comments. It's basically like holding up your face to the world and saying, "Tell me what's ugly about me." And I did get quite a few comments saying some not too nice things about my appearance, and I could show you guys a couple of those. Most of them revolved around the space between my teeth. His ego is as big as the gap between his teeth. I was pretty good, actually. I'll give you credit. I like that one. White Fox says, "Ever think about braces? You could drive a truck through that gap, TBH." If you're gonna troll people, you need a meaner name than White Fox, TBH. But the far majority of viewers were actually really cool. Here be Barr, my favorite YouTuber. Carter MX, my favorite subscriber. This is kinda off subject, but I like your style. OCG, I like your style too. Another thread that popped up quite a few times was about my identical twin brother Alan, and he's only appeared in a handful of my videos ever, but he just so happened to pick this one to make a cameo. Anyone notice that his twin was in the very beginning and then they switched at the end of the video? You know how you can tell you've made it on YouTube? When people are creating conspiracy theories about you and your identical twin, switching places during the video and seeing if anybody would ever notice. That's actually a good idea. There was one other really random thing that I saw in the comments a few times. My good friend Tim, who is from Belgium, just happened to be visiting New York that night, and I made him join me for that video. Well, he got quite a few fans from his appearance, mostly from his fellow countrymen. The thing that hurted me the most is my fellow Belgian drinking American beer. Tim, you are a traitor to the Belgian people. How dare you drink a cheap American beer on camera? Tisk tisk. Okay, this isn't even in English. Let's pop it into Google Translate. I love you, Tim. You are a hero of every Belgian. Why can't I get comments like this? Just once. I don't think I've ever been called a hero to every American, but that'd be cool. Those are aspirations to live for. Actually, a comment I received quite frequently was make a sequel to the original, and I did this past fall, Living Cheap in New York Part 2. So if you guys haven't watched that yet, I'm gonna put a card above. Check it out. I think it is as good, if not better, than the original. And tell me in the comments if you like this sort of silly video every once in a while, or you have anything new you want to see on this channel. I'm gonna be in New York for the next month, so totally open to any suggestions. Got a lot of content coming up, and then a big trip this summer. Subscribe if you are new to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. As always, until next time.